Hello everybody, welcome to the Austin FC Draft to Glory save, and this is turning out to be a very, very fun save. Obviously the Super Draft was in the last episode. If you haven't seen that, go check it out, our second ever Super Draft, and it's allowed us to stack our team out with a load of players, so much so that we've got a B team full of players as well. So let's dive into the game, and this is the first team squad. It's full. It's registered. Everyone can play, other than the people that couldn't play, so I put them down to the second team, which we'll go and look at in a minute. But yeah, we've got a decent squad here that we've put together. It's not amazing in terms of star ratings for ability, but potential-wise, it's looking pretty damn good. And we've got a lot of people that suit the system we want to play this year, which is very, very handy indeed. We've got some unbelievable strikers in our midst. Logan Mallet, who unfortunately is yet again injured. He got injured in pre-season, but he's going to be probably our lead striker unless the striker that replaces him actually does really well. But he is injured again, out for 3 to 4 weeks before the season has even kicked off. Juan Pablo Gonzalez. We drafted this kid. I say kid, he's 21. Probably this guy, man, player, whatever you want to call him. Yeah, I mean, he's lacking in finishing in a little bit and composure a little bit, but physically absolutely brilliant. Should get on the end of a lot of goals, or a lot of balls to score a lot of goals, and I'm excited to see what he can do. And then we've got Cesar Niara, who we also drafted this season. And yeah, I'm very excited to see what he can do as well. We actually called him up, put him down into the second team, and then I realised he's too good to be in the second team. He's got to be in the first team. He brings with him lethal finishing and some good physicals as well. So again, another one I think can get on the score sheets. But we're looking forward to see what happens. We've got David, a very strong midfield. We play one central midfielder, and we've got David Jones, who we signed. Jones. The name's Jones. Bond the Jones, a comment section said. I like that. That was a good Alan Partridge quote. David Jones, we've got obviously Owen Wolf in here as well. A player that wants to leave, but we're not letting him leave yet. Someone's got to pay us £8 million if they want him. And Daniel Pereira, who's keeping his options open at the end of this season. But if we can keep him around, that would be very useful as well. So 3 very good options central midfield, lots of good centre backs, good wingers as well, and of course Jack Marriott will be leading us in goal this year, following on from a pretty good season last year. I feel like he did pretty well, and I'm happy that he's still around and still here. But yeah, I said the second team was full, and it really is, because this is the second team. 3 goalkeepers, 2 right backs, 2 left backs, 4 centre backs, 3 holding midfielders, 3 central midfielders, a whole host of wingers, attacking midfielders galore, and striker in here as well. Michael Alvarado looks again like he could be very, very useful for us. He's going to have a season in the second team, see how he gets on. But what I like is that we've got a lot of good players now that are backups that we can bring in, and some proper funky nationalities that we super drafted. Daniel Fabro, the Luxembourger, yeah, from Luxembourg, obviously, who can play in central midfield or holding midfield. So very excited to see it. And he got a luckily generated face, because it's playing off my Folks in Invicta save. It's reading the faces from there. But yeah, some people have dropped down. So Lucas Gazerb, who a lot of people said I kept pronouncing his name wrong, he's dropped down to the second team because he's not really going to get too much game time in the first team. Andrew Johnson in central midfield has also dropped down because he wasn't going to get that much game time this year. CJ Fodry, Bryant Farkland, Otakilo, my favourite Brazilian. Unfortunately, I've had to be ruthless with him. He's not going to get much game time in the first team, so he's gone down to the B team as well. And probably, yeah, one that most people wouldn't have expected would have been Brian Arellano. Young, American, looks like he could be useful, but he's dropped back down to the second team. We actually called him up in the first season, but he's now been dropped down to the second team to see how he can do, which is all right. Shane Tove's down there as well, the Guatemalan. He's dropped down as well, but again, wasn't going to get too much game time in this season. So all in all, I'm happy with the squad. It's looking pretty good. There's been no real trades or offers for players or things like that. We're rocking the Armadillo 4-3-2-1 again, which I'm quite excited about for the season. And we're going to be taking on Nashville in the opening game of the season today, which is good. I think winnable, potentially. It's been a good pre-season. We had a decent pre-season, beating all the crap teams and then losing to the only strong team we played. So hopefully that all works out. But let's see how the 4-3-2-1 gets on against Nashville, who play in a 4-3-3, if I remember rightly. So Jack Marriott will obviously be in goal. Sandoval probably is still our starting right back, although he does have a little backup to him in Pavel Sorshak, the 21-year-old USA Polish player. But yeah, right back is still a little bit of an issue at the club. It always has been for a while. We've got Tom Webb, who's very tall and very good in the air. We've got Samuel Ido, who we drafted in the recent draft, who again is pretty good for his age and got some good attributes there. Selvin Trulio, who we drafted in the first season as a left back, converted into centre back. And then we have, who else have we got in here? Brennan Ambrose. Oh, that's all our options. I thought I had 4. Pavel Solchik can play there as well, but yeah, anyway. We're going to start with Tom Webb, and I think we'll start with Trulio. I was going to start the new boy Ido, but I think we'll start with Trulio in there. And then at left back, we've got a choice of, Joe Whitehead. That's who I missed out. Joe Whitehead was still is a Generation Adidas player. And I think potentially we might start him. Let's start Joe Whitehead on that side. At left back, we got Tom Cerner, drafted last year. Did pretty well, didn't get too much game time. And Ethan Diallo, who we drafted this year, who is definitely going to be our starting left back, because he looks very, very good. On the right-hand side, there's only one person that we want to pick there, which is Connor Dawson. His backup this year is Roberto Carlos Loria, which is such a fantastic name. But yeah, that's the backup for right midfield. On the left side, it'll be Odoriso that gets the start, and his backup is probably Jimmy Campbell, although we do have a lot of, well, not a lot, that's completely the wrong word, a lack of options at left midfield, so we need to look into that in the future as well. We're going to be starting Daniel Pereira in here. David Jones will probably come off the bench for his debut today. Up front, we'll be starting Gonzalez, the new signing Gonzalez, or new draftee. Gonzalez will be starting up there. In attacking midfield, we've got a choice of Juan Gutierrez, very good mentally, physically not too bad, great first touch and technique, lacks a little bit of passing. Jimmy Campbell, who we picked up because he's a model citizen and pretty decent as well, has got a lot of potential in there, so we can see what can happen. Mauricio Dayak is in there for height and physicality if we ever need to bring him on. He'll probably be a bench player. Ben Williams is like the flair sort of player that we have. He actually did pretty well towards the end of last season. He's a bit of a luxury. But yeah, so we'll see how he gets on. Micah Burton can play there as well. We're training Micah Burton to be the left winger. Now that I looked at him, I remember we're training him to be the left midfield backup. And then we've got Cesar Nayara, who's the striker that we looked at. So I think we're going to start with a bit of a luxury player in Ben Williams. And then next to him, I think we are probably going to go Juan Gutierrez, because he has humongously good work rate, and I think that's going to be quite useful in the league, especially in the MLS, where they produce quite a lot of good physical athletes. So we'll go from there. Pavel Sled's on the bench as the goalkeeper. We'll put Paul Solchik on there and Selvin Trulio. At the moment, we'll go David Jones on the bench. We'll go Roberto Carlos, and we'll go Mika just to cover both wings. We get 9 subs as well. So Cesar Naraya, obviously. We'll go Jimmy Campbell, and then we'll go Ido as one of the new signings as well. So that is how we're going to be lining up for our first game this season. We've got to do some numbers here. 26 and 27 is absolutely lovely. So into the game against Nashville we go, which yeah, we should be okay. I mean, the thing with the MLS is that it can fluctuate so much with how good teams are. It just really can change and get a bit out of hand, especially if someone gets a really good draft pick. There's the 4-3-2-1 that you can see that we're playing. We'll just check Nashville's lineup, and then we will come out of 2D, don't worry. Nashville are going with a 4-3-3. I was right. They've still got Zimmerman at the back. He must be very old. He must be pretty damn old by now. Well, I guess it's only the second season, and in the MLS you actually start in a different season, don't you? You actually start a season before the actual season because of the way it's laid out. But anyway, I'm waffling on. Let's get into the game. Okay, 15 minutes in, we've had absolutely nothing happen. We've had 3 shots, 1 on target, no highlights at all. Okay, we've got a corner. Oh, I've got the camera angle wrong, but this will do for now as Arnu comes and claims the ball very well. I've got my sliders the wrong way around. It needs to be like that and like that. There we go. Arnu, with the goal kick, goes long. We're underneath it well. Good header. Dawson into Gutierrez, down to Gonzalez. Gonzalez, that's an awful finish. We did comment to say that he's not the best with composure. He'll get into good places, but might struggle in front of goal. But not a bad effort. Odoriso out to Dawson. Dawson is tackled by Steffenberg. Wagner's run into Williams, though, and he's done well. Not too much of a luxury player there, winning the ball back well. Dawson cuts in. Dawson past the far post. Good effort, but we can't find the breakthrough. So, half-time, 0-0. We've been the better team, as you can see from the XG story. I think we're having a few too many shots from range. So, I think we're going to say our shooting hasn't been good enough. And then tactically, we're just going to come in and just say work the ball into the box. You don't have to necessarily shoot from outside the box if you don't want to. Juan Pablo, nervous on his debut, 6.6. Got a 6.6 at the back for Tom Webb as well. Yeah, I mean, we've been the better team, so let's keep this up. Nashville have bought off Sam Surridge, who's a big striker, and bought on Boyd up front. So hopefully it doesn't change the way they're playing too much, because we have been on top. Sandoval with a throw-in. Pereira turns, puts it up into Williams. He's got a bit of space in front of him. Oh, he didn't shoot because we've got work ball into the box on, I think. Odoriso, Diallo, Odoriso, Gutierrez shoots. It's a good save. I mean, Gutierrez did well to get a shot off in that crowded box, but good save from the keeper. Boyd now comes forward with it. He's drifted wide, which I'm sure his team don't want him to do that, although he's put a great cross into the box. Sandoval heads it clear. It falls to Gaspar over the bar. 0-0. I think we'll get some subs on because we've played an hour. I feel like we just need something different. So we're going to go for Nayara on up front. Gutierrez is going to come off to be replaced by the model citizen, Jimmy Campbell, which you love to see. And Tom Webb will do at the back to replace by Ido for a debut as well. And then we'll see how those changes go, and we'll give David Jones a run out for a debut at some point. Free kick, Dawson swings it in. It's a really good catch from Arnaud again. He's had some good handling in this game, the Nashville goalkeeper. He goes long, and we've let it bounce. Ido, great touch on his debut. Love that. Would preferred if he had headed the ball, but he let it bounce and then won it anyway. Diallo. Up it goes to Odoriso. Odoriso back to Diallo. Into Whitehead. Whitehead over the top. It's going to get all the way through. Neyra's in. Neyra! Oh, my word. What a save, but he was offside anyway. It wouldn't have counted. 15 minutes to go. We're all over him. Pereira, free kick from range. Just over the bar for the captain and central midfielder. But yeah, we're doing all right. You just feel like it's got a Nashville goal written all over it, this, on the break. Because we've been by far the better team. Whitehead into Pereira. Back to Marriott. Into Whitehead again. Just building it out. Trying to tease Nashville out. Whitehead dinks it into Neyra. Neyra back to Ido. Neyra again. Into Whitehead. Look at this great passing. Odoriso. Campbell. Ball through. Neyra. Neyra tries to run at the defence. He's been forced wide. Can he cut that back? He does. Diallo. There's Pereira. He can have a hit. He loves a hit from the edge of the box. He does love a hit. It's hit the back netting after hitting the advertising hoardings. Oh, man. We are all over them right now. Right, we're going to take Williams off for David Jones. Pereira's going to push up a little bit higher. We'll put Jimmy Campbell into this role because we expect him to do a bit more running. With our final sub, I think we will rest Connor Dawson and we'll bring on Roberto Carlos. I'm just going to call him Roberto Carlos. I might just nickname him as Roberto Carlos, but we'll see how it goes. So all of our subs done. 6 minutes to go. Marriott with a goal kick. Takes it short to Ido into Whitehead. Up to Jones. Finds Larea. That was Roberto Carlos, not Larea. And not like this. Not like this. We've been all over them. It's like the 90th minute and Boyd has put it wide. Thank God for that. I thought we were going to lose with 3 minutes to go. Right, it's full time, and weirdly, we battered them most of the game. They have a better XG of 1.17. They only have one shot on target. It must have been that chance at the end for Boyd, where he scuffed it wide. But yeah, I'm happy. That's a decent performance. We lost to Nashville last season. So yeah, we didn't play our best, but I'm happy with the result. A decent start to the league. I think the minimum for me is just to get playoffs, I think. The minimum for the board is just to not finish bottom. So I do think there's some room to grow in there. There's some room to grow. Right, the next game, LAFC. We'll be back for that one. Right then, here we are in Los Angeles to take on LAFC. They have Charlie Patino in central midfield, so a good little signing for them there. We are lining up in the Armadillo 4-3-2-1 again. Campbell starts, Neira starts, Idoa starts. Those three players, are the difference from the first game of the season. LAFC lost. They lost by one goal. So they are below us in the table, but we only drew. So we'll crack into this one, and hopefully we can pick up our first 3 points of the MLS season. So it's a corner is to LAFC. Long off the line from Dawson. He's not only a fantastic right midfielder, he's a wonderful goal line defender. As they cut that one back, Marriott saves. It'll be another corner to LAFC, who have started this one very well indeed. And we're going to need to get on top of this. 5 minutes in. It's long again. Their tactic is the cheat tactic, isn't it? Put it to the front post and put your best jumping reach player there, it seems. But it's a good start for LAFC. We're just getting a foothold in the game now, it seems. Suarez with a throw-in into Long at centre-back. Ruiz takes over. Navarro back to Ruiz. Up to Mario. Oh, that's a little bit through to Oliveira. Is that Mario Gomez? It could be Mario Gomez. He's about to score. No, he's not. Great save from Jack Marriott. Is that Mario Gomez? Can I have a look at a lineup, please? LAFC. Charlie Patino will take the corner left-footed, swings it in, and Bombino keeps it alive. Back to Patino. In it goes to Bombino again. Bombino there keeping the ball well here. Oliveira comes forward, does well. Marriott with a big save, and Sandoval will clear. And hopefully now I can have a quick look at the LAFC. Where is he? No, it's obviously not. It must be Mario Gonzalez up front. Yeah, it's okay. It's not Mario Gomez. I swear Mario Gomez would have retired and not be playing up front for LA, but you never know in the MLS, you never know. So half-time, we're sort of holding on to a 0-0. It's been lots of good chances for LA and not really many for us at the moment. So I'm going to say dig in. I'm going to say dig into the players. We're not going to let Arjen Robben do this one at the moment, but we're going to tell them to dig in and that we have faith in them. So second half, we can't really get the ball. I just think we're not having the ball. So I think what we're going to do is lower our tempo a little bit and see if we can just hold on to it a little bit more, try and have a bit more possession and a little bit more of the game, because we've had more possession but not really done anything with it. So if we can hold on to it and potentially move it up to our strikers and our forward three for them to do something a little bit better with it, we'll see. Suarez takes over. We've got a good bench as well. We do know we've got depth in this squad now, so hopefully we can do something with the subs if needs be. Oliveira into the box, shoots. I think that's Mario G putting it over the bar. 50 minutes gone. 0-0. A couple of yellow cards at the back as well. Need to be careful. Okay, we've played an hour and we're not doing much. So Ben Williams is going to come off for Gutierrez to come on for him. Gonzalez is going to come on for Neira. We're going to do David Jones for Jimmy Campbell. We're going to push Pereira up into this more advanced role. And Connor Dawson is knackered with a slight injury, so he can come off to be replaced by Roberto Carlos. And on the hour mark, we're going to make 4 of our 5 substitutes that we're allowed to do, which is risky, but we'll see if it pays off. Whitehead up to Diallo, into Jones, up it goes to Pereira, more advanced now. Hopefully he can make some good runs and get on the ball. Whitehead does go long looking for Gonzalez, doesn't win the header though, as Buanga's there. Patino, Mario G, tackled well by Jones, but it falls to Patino. Charlie Patino misses. Good save from Marriott in goal. And yeah, they're definitely all over us at the moment. We might actually be better playing more on the counter-attack than anything else. So I might, because we've been having some possession and not doing much with it, I might now change this to go into space, don't work it into the box. And we'll stick with all of this stuff. I think we're doing okay in that sense. 20 minutes to go, 0-0. Okay, Marriott picks up a loose ball that was just played over the top and he sweeped up well. Gives it out to Whitehead, who's coming under a little bit of pressure, into Jones. David Jones, the centre midfielder, has played an awful pass. Buanga squares it, and there is Mario Gonzalez. And you've got to think that because I changed it to be like this sort of stuff, it was... It's screwed us over, hasn't it? It's made it all go horribly wrong. So we're going to try and overload them through the middle now. And just... And that doesn't really make sense, does it? Because we've got one man in the middle. But let's see how it goes. 1-0 down to LA with 15 to go. Okay, we're going to make our 5th and final substitution. Odoriso is going to come off to replace by Micah Burton on the left-hand side. Yeah, there's not too much more we can do. Let's get Gutierrez pushing on a bit. We'll get Pereira pushing on a bit as well. Let's just see if we can get a little bit more attacking as well, I guess. Go into an attacking mentality. Try and create something, but I don't think we're going to, because time is ticking away. And it's going to be 1 point from 2 games to start our season. As LA have a corner. You're going to think Charlie Patino would waste his time here. Take his time with this one. And he is doing that, the Arsenal man. Charlie Patino takes it, swings it in. Long can't win that header. Back to Patino, cut back to the edge of the area, blocked. Segura's still there, shoots, top corner. What a finish from Eddie Segura. And it's 2-0 LAFC. He can be proud of that strike, and it was a wonderful goal, as the commentary says. But yeah, we did well to defend the first corner. Patino laid it into Oliveira. It was blocked. Segura then took a nice touch. That's a really good top corner finish, in off the postage stamp. And 2-0 to LA. They've absolutely dominated us. And yeah, that's annoying, isn't it? Poor start to the season. Poor start to the season, but we're developing in youth with our draft theory. That's what we're doing, right? The draft is allowing us to build a team for the future. We knew this wasn't going to be instant success, although I did think it might be easy to win in the MLS. But we're playing a strange system full of young players that are only about to sign through the draft. So it's always going to be tough, isn't it? But if you're enjoying it, please do leave a like and comment down below to say you're enjoying the save. It's the best way for me to know that you are enjoying it and you want it to continue. Hit that subscribe button if you're new, leave a like, and if you want to become a channel member, you can do that down below as well. But I'll see you in the next video when we'll come back a little bit later in the season. Cheers.